Welcome back, you guys. Of course, if you are new around here, make sure to drop a like down below. We're going to make you a ton of coins for your FIFA teams. You can get a super squad like mine, maybe without the loan Davies. But if you are new around here and you want a chance to get the next EA game for free, we're giving away 5 copies of EAFC at 14k. We're nearly 600 subscribers away. You guys are smashing it. All you got to do is subscribe and send me proof on Instagram and you will be entered in. But without further ado, let's get into it. So if you guys are sick of losing at FIFA because your team isn't good enough or you're not good enough at the game, then right now you need to head over to skycoach.gg. Not only can they coach you in your weekend league or play your games for you can buy any amount of coins you want, and all of the services get 10% off right now with the code PRORECALL. Go check them out below. Make sure to click the link in the description and let's get into it. So first of all, a lot of you aren't going to be able to start doing methods because you don't have any coins to start with. Now right now, there's some promo packs in the store. You've got the 10 coin pack. So that one's one you want to get open because it may get you some high rated fodder or some duplicate that you can switch around and get your quick sold regular cards for, maybe get some coins out of that. Of course, alternatively, if you do have 750 coins, you can begin doing the bronze pack method. That's a really good way to start off if you have no coins. As you can see, I've got moments points at the minute. We've been doing some of them. There are tradable packs in that store. And finally, you've got things like squad battles and division rivals. I know I'm in a terrible division. Do not slew me. But you can do all of these things to get the coins to do the methods. Then, of course, you're going to take yourself to the transfer market and begin. So from the bottom of things, obviously, you can do silver methods, but majoritarily, you're just going to be bidding on those. So if you did silver rares, Premier League, for example, and you want to go for maybe the likes of Chelsea, and you've got Mudryk, players like that. So we've got Fofana, we've got Baxter, and we've got Mudryk. You've got quite a few players there who you can potentially do a filter with. So if we go to 1,000 coins, I assume there's not too many there. So Baxter, being the goalkeeper, is coming up a lot. So what you want to do first of all is get rid of the goalkeepers. So we go to basic chemistry style, and we only have obviously the outfield players. So you can see Fofana here, he ranges a bit there. I mean, realistically, if you do want to go for him specifically, he's on the lower end of things, and you can do some compare pricing. We've got Mudryk here. Just having a look who else we might have in the outfield. I think it is just the 2 of these guys. So what we'll do is we'll pop on a compare price because that's what you'd want to do realistically at this kind of price range. So we've got a 550 there. We're going to list that up for 700. It's about a 100 coin profit just over. Now that one will go quite easily because there's not many of him in the market. If we want to go for more Mudryk or try to get a snipe on him, you want to go up a little bit there. You'll find him at around 2.6 it looks like. So you can do compare price. Now here you're only going to be looking at Mudryk, which is why I'd suggest maybe doing the other filter there. But you can see we've straight away just picked up Mudryk at a very good profit. So 2.1 there, we can list him up for. He's the cheapest on the market by a few hundred coins, and we picked him up with no ease. Now you've tried your luck with some silver filters, you've made some coins, you want to take yourself over to something a little bit more pricey. Now you can of course go to silver team of the week. We've discussed these before. They go for, I mean, once again, they're going for a ton. As soon as there is anything in the store or in the game related to silvers or the new silver sort of weekly objectives, you will find these guys go up. So a good snag would always be to maybe have one of these around your club for 10k when they do go to sort of 10, 15, which they do a lot. And when they do, just snag him on and try and just leaving it in your club and then hoping, of course, it's going to go up to 25. I mean, when these do go down to 15, especially for next year when we're doing trading, things like that, I will be recommending it as an investment because a lot of the time this year, they have absolutely sawn up. Now, we're going to snipe at 22. They're selling for 25, which means EA tax is about 1,250, which means on this, we're going to make around 1,000... off the top of my head, 1,500, 1,750 maybe, roughly. So quite good actually. Realistically, we can realistically go for 23. Now, what I'm actually hoping for is that we get maybe a 19, an 18, maybe even a 15. I've had quite a few min price snipes on these. If you're a long viewer of the channel, you'll know we absolutely love Silver Team of the Weeks because for some reason, you can always make a ton off them. And if we go, I mean, the cheapest on the market right now, as you can see, it is literally, there's just ones at 25. So if you can just get one at that 23.5, that 23, you're absolutely laughing. Compare price might be the way you want to do this, or you could just do your regular sniping, but either way, really solid method. Now, informs, I'll be honest, right now aren't great. I mean, if you look at the minimum for them, they're so low that you can't really do a lot with them. The silvers, they're a little bit different, but you've got an unlimited 81 plus team of the week SBC out right now. And I think because of that, they've really lowered in value. So you want to steer clear of these, at least for now. Now, being that there's been so many changes to these cards, there are big differences in the cost now. Now, first of all, Bernardo Silva, Grealish, and Walker all come under this same filter on these cards. Unfortunately, because Grealish is so much cheaper, he does lower the value. But what you can do is if you pop this over to forward, Premier League, you're going to be looking at Pulisic and Grealish. Is there anyone else who's going to come up under this one? Yeah, so it's just Pulisic and Grealish. Nice little filter there. It is one of those ones a little bit more unused. Not many people are really going to be doing this one right now. Puts puts you in a position where it's going to be really easy to snipe these. There is a Koulibaly card as well, obviously being that they're both at Chelsea. It's worth checking the value of that quickly, but I believe they're so far apart that you're probably going to want to really do the forward one here. If we go for Chelsea, take off the position and the value, how much is Koulibaly? We've got Zakaria actually, or is Koulibaly another type of World Cup card? No, he's there as well. So is the Chelsea version of this, I mean, because of Zakaria, the Chelsea version isn't actually a terrible shout. You can do it like that. You've got them quite close in value as well. So you've got Chelsea or forward for this one, a bit of a variation there, so you can pick and choose. Bayern Munich is the team with the most team of the season cards in terms of Bundesliga. We've got the moments, we've got the team of the seasons, and you've got an absolute ton. But right now, the easiest filter, I mean, if we just go for the TOTS cards, you can see there's a massive difference in price. You've got Coman at 500k, you've got Davies at 200k, you've got Sane at like 50k, you've got Kimmich at like what 500k there, and I think you've got Musiala at like a mil. So you have an absolute just nothing really lining up there in a way where you can do a filter. Where with this one, although Mane is so much more, you're looking at like a 300k jump, they are coppable on the same filter. Goretzka is available for I think 900k, just under, so you're looking at about 890 for this guy, which is pretty insane. He's quite an expensive card there, and I'm going to try and buy that Mane counterpart. But what you're going to be looking at for this one, I mean, realistically, from the looks of things there, he's going for 900 flat. That's kind of like the standard. They're all here around 900 and they're going pretty fast. So what we're going to say is EA tax on that is 45k. You need to realistically be picking up at 840. That's a 15k profit minimum. Now I think this card will go up after you're going to have the Bundesliga TOTS cards coming out in packs, in terms of that sort of guaranteed pack. He'll drop a tiny bit, but not many people are going to be getting him in that pack. After that, and after rewards that we've got coming, I think he's going to start going up, because he's going to be one of the better defenders or the defensive mids in the game. He is really good, and when you've got players like Nkunku, you've got Mane, you have some impressive talent in the league and some really good players who you can line him up with. I think that he will go up a little bit, but if you grab one for 800k, you might want to hold it. I would say it is a difficult market to predict, so you've got to be careful. But of course, another team with a few players is always going to be Dortmund. So we've got Schlotterbeck, we've got Brandt here as well, and we've got Kobel. So if you want to get rid of Kobel for the sake of the filters, you just want to go over to basic for the chemistry style. Now you can see Schlotterbeck is around 50k, so he's not really very costly. You got Brandt is going for a little bit more, but not worlds more, and I think that is just a rating thing. So if you pop this down to around 40k, you're going to find your first sort of set of Schlotterbecks, and that is a difficult name to pronounce in with other words, I can tell you that. So Schlotterbeck, and then you've got Brandt as well. Now realistically, they were both snipes, and I've taken an L there. Okay, so 38, there's a few here. You can see you've got to put the max pricing, guys, otherwise the EA market simply just doesn't show you all the cards. 35 there would have been nice. I think he's going for 38. EA tax on that is about 2k. It's easiest to just do it as if it's 2k. So you want to go to 35. That would have been a perfect, just over sort of a 1.2k profit. So we've taken a little bit of an L by missing that, but we know exactly what to do next, and we can absolutely smash through it from here. So it's a really good one to be doing. I think it's a nice little filter there. And of course, unfortunately, I've been thinking, it'd be nice if we could do like a filter where you could have top 5 leagues, because that would be absolutely brilliant for TOTS. And we've got a Schlotterbeck even while I was yawning. You guys don't know how hard it is to snipe while mid yawn, but I am proud of myself. So we're going to pop that up for 38. Easy profit there, and we've done that quite quickly, so you can see how easy these filters can be. Now here we've got a filter where essentially you're going to be looking at two of the best players in the team. We've got Coman and we've got Nkunku, and then we've also got Diaby. Now unfortunately, because of Kolo Muani having a changeable position, we can't have him in the filter, so we need to remove him. Now Kolo Muani luckily has a price maximum of 380k, so if we put our minimum cost at if we do it just above 400k there, so you're just going to go 390, you're going to take off midfielder. I believe we have a good chance at doing a Coman and a Diaby filter, which is brilliant. Obviously, I'll be honest, Nkunku really isn't going to be involved, because I mean, he's absolutely just more money. But we've got these two here pretty much sat at 500k together, which is really good. It's an easy one to do. We're just going to see what the minimum for these guys is. So you've got Coman's there, not too many Diabys, but realistically, you're looking at a 500k cost there for Coman. Now that means for EA tax, you're going to be looking, you really need to pick up, you can't pick up anything that isn't for I'd say 440 or below. That's a 10k profit. Obviously, that's not a lot, and in this market where you're at a 500k player, they can change by 10k very quickly. If you want to snipe maybe at 430, you'll be a little bit safer, but 440 is a 10k profit minimum. Now, if you do this card after the Bundesliga guaranteed tots packs come out, you're going to be absolutely laughing. I think this filter would be really, really good and really easy to do during that time, so it's definitely worth giving it a go and coming back once that pack has been out, because that's going to be where you make all of your coins. So make sure to do that, guys, and of course make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you're new. If you haven't already, enter the giveaway because it's a free game. I mean, we're all going to buy the game next year. We'll all say that we hate EA and then that we don't want to buy it again, but we will all buy it again. So essentially you might as well do it and get it for free while you can. So go subscribe, send me proof on Insta, and enjoy your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.